Thank you so much for talking to us today at BizAsiaLive.com. Of course, Radhika Apte, everyone knows you. I can't and I don't want to associate you to Netflix because I know there's been a lot of stuff you've done on Netflix, but I'm really excited to talk to you this time about Vikram Vedha, which is obviously releasing in just a few days' time. How do you feel the release is coming up? What are you feeling?
It's just I'm very happy. I'm very excited. It's nice to have a release after a long time because because of the pandemic, everything was releasing on OTT, and I've no complaints with OTT, but there's a different kind of anxiety when it is releasing in theaters. So yeah, there's excitement, there's anxiety, and it's also a very big film. So yeah, it's that. So yeah, I'm very excited. I do personally like the film as well, and the trailer looks really good. So I haven't seen the final cut of the film, so I'm also very excited to watch it, to be honest.
I've got to say, yeah, congratulations. The trailer does look amazing, and I think it should be a great cinema watch. And you're right, it's great to see films back in the cinema, but when it's films like this, it's actually quite special for the audiences. So I completely agree with you. I've read somewhere today that you actually took up this role to work with a directorial duo, Pushkar Gayatri. Is that true?
Yeah, it is actually. I really like them. I saw the South film as well. I met them actually before I took it up, and I really like them because I think there comes a point when you really want to work with people you like, you appreciate, and they're people who inspire you, and there's something quite extraordinary about those two, just also the way they work, the way their minds work, but also the way they work together. I've never seen any couple on screen, off screen that's so much in sync with one another. And I think they were exploring something which was quite interesting. I really got along so well with them that I was sort of quite excited, even though the role is not very big. I wanted to work with them.
That was actually my next question, actually, because the role is a smaller one than we usually see you in. And I wanted to ask, what was the particular appeal of the role?
I think it was an interesting subject. And as I said, that the director duo is really interesting. And sometimes it's quite interesting to work with people if you get the opportunity, because you never know if you get an opportunity to work with them again, necessarily in a bigger role or not. Or I've never really judged what I take up, I mean, on the length or the platform of where it's going to go. So I think I just do it if I like it. If I get the vibe, like the vibe, and if I feel, yeah, I want to do it, then I do it. Really, I don't think about it in strategic, in a strategizing way that, oh, okay, but what will this mean in what terms and blah blah blah. So I've never thought about it like that.
Okay. I know I also read that you said that you watched the first film, as you've mentioned earlier as well. You watched the original film, should I say, the 2017 one. And obviously this is a Hindi language version. Is there anything you might not be able to let us into, as in what might be different about this version?
Not really, I'm afraid. But I think all the actors bring in a different interpretation, right, to the role. So hopefully that.
Absolutely. You've worked with Saif Ali Khan obviously previously. You're working with him again. You're working with Hrithik Roshan in this as well. How has it been working with them in this particular film?
So unfortunately, my screen time with Hrithik is so little. We literally had like half a day to work together. So I can't really speak much, but all I have to say is that that half day was wonderful. And he was very kind and sweet, and we rehearsed a lot. I really enjoyed working with him, but I wish there was more to sort of, speak more about that. But the rest of the week, or whatever 10 days that I shot, was with Saif, and this is my third project with him. And the first two projects I did with him, I again didn't have much with him. Sacred Games we had a little bit, but Bazaar we had like barely a couple of scenes. So I had a great time working with Saif because he's crazy in a best way. I love his sense of humor. So all I did was on set was actually laugh and talk about different things. And, also there's comfort with him, on screen as well. So actually it was such a great shoot. I remember when it finished, I was a bit depressed. I was like, why do nice things get over so quickly?
Oh, that's really sweet. I can imagine that the film would have been quite a journey, as every film probably is. I have to just ask the final question. I was going to ask this, but seeing as you've said you haven't worked with Hrithik too long in this for the shoot, I wanted to ask, how were they when they were getting into character? Because their characters are so amazing. It feels like in the trailer that I feel like they've got into them so well. And I've not seen both of them in this kind of the characters they're playing, these kind of characters before. How did you feel about that? How they got into their own characters?
I didn't really notice
you have that experience with them.
I didn't really notice them get in and out of the character, to be honest.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Sorry, you cut out there. That's all right. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much for speaking to me. And I look forward. Hello,
sorry,
can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hello. I don't know if I'm cutting out or you're cutting out.
I don't know. Maybe it's you, because
it might be me.
Yeah. I didn't really see them. I didn't really notice them getting in and out. It was quite normal. I mean, I didn't see them doing any prep. Sorry, I'm just being honest, but I didn't really like see any. I think they were quite effortless getting in and out. So
yeah, that makes complete sense. Thank you so much.
All right.
I'm going to end this here before it cuts out completely. Thank you so much for talking to us, and I wish you well with the release.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Take care. Bye.